I thought it'd be interesting today to kind of give my story as to, where I'm from and what all I've done with my life. So without further ado, here is Trashcanistan the Man, the backstory. Mike, roll it. Roll the intro. That's what. Mike, roll the intro.
Mr. Trash Can Staying a Man.
Yes,
There
Mike.
not enough money and budget for intro for today episode.
Well, I guess we'll get right into it. Trashcanistan the Man presents Backstory, starring Trash, Self-Loathing, Inevitable Failure. Inevitable Failure? Aww. Also starring Jarring, with Trashcanistan the Man, Mike, and Ymir. Mike, buddy, I thought you said there wasn't enough money for the intro today. Okay. Well, that aside, that was our great intro brought to you by Mike. So I know YouTubers usually do these backstory type of videos once they actually have critical acclaim, have a lot of followers, have a lot of worshipers, and all this and that. But I thought it'd be a little bit of a fun video to do. Now, I will admit, I am wanting to stay as incognito as possible throughout my stint on my little channel here, because I have a very peculiar sense of humor, very odd sense of humor. It's not for everybody. As a matter of fact, one person that knows me already saw these videos somehow, recognized my voice because I apparently have a very recognizable voice, and they said it was funny, which made me feel good, but they said it was like one of the fever dream TV shows you see on Adult Swim, which is exactly my point. I do have a very odd sense of humor. I'm a mid-20s failure, white male, which is kind of a stereotype, but I digress. And I've always had an interest in the entertainment industry. People have always told me I have a very nice voice and I should try doing voiceover work. Granted, this is just some harebrained scheme that I've come up with. And I don't expect it to go anywhere, but I'm just having fun, Everybody needs a creative outlet. Granted, this bizarre adventure that I'm going on right now happens to be my creative outlet. As you can probably tell by the editing on these videos, yes, I am doing the editing myself. And no, I have no clue how to do editing. Or Mike is doing the editing. And Mike doesn't exactly know how to do editing. Mike is he's a graduate from MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. And he's given it his all. And I don't know, maybe one day I'll end up switching up the content. You kind of have to. And eventually showing my face. But for now, I'm going to keep my face off the camera. But again, I have a very noticeable voice. It's like if turtles could speak, they would sound like me. Very distinct voice, very easy to spot. So if someone kind of knows me, they'll probably be like, oh, I know who that weird-ass fucker is. So for now, I'm just going to keep it as my voice. And I'm not going to put my face on video at any point in time for now. I just hope that I can make people laugh. I hope people get a kick out of it in some degree, maybe one day eventually getting a bit of a following going. But I am a military veteran. I have gone to college. Haven't graduated yet. And kind of looking for direction and purpose in life. So I thought I'd give this a go. And I'll just give a little bit of backstory to the logo itself of Trashcanistan the Man. I thought that'd be interesting. So I don't think very highly of myself, if you haven't noticed. I mean, from the name alone, Trashcanistan the Man, to a lot of the jabs I throw at myself in the videos and the self-deprecating humor that is in the videos. I've accepted that. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm a 25-year-old male who's struggling financially, who doesn't have a sense of purpose in life, who is bumming off of friends and family and this, that, and the other. So there's not really a lot of confidence or self-love there. But I Googled just, trash cans, right? To place as the logo for the channel. And the first one that popped up, for whatever reason, was this golden trash can. This golden trash can off of, I think the website was called Houzz, Houzz. This golden trash can cost $1,500. $1,514.96 to be specific. But are you kidding me? A trash can that costs $1,500? I thought that was so beautifully ironic and stupid that I had to make that my logo for my channel. And those are my eyes, that is my nose, and that is my smile turned upside down into a frown placed on this trash can. And it is such an awful, ugly sight. Just the logo alone makes me laugh. So no, it's not a shell casing or anything like that. It's just a golden trash can that costs way too much. I plan to have all of my videos laden with sarcasm and satire also. I'm not a very serious guy. I'm very nonsensical. So yeah, I thought I'd try and give this a go and have some fun. And I know the world is in a bit of chaos right now, so this might not be the best time to try and make my mark on an already oversaturated market. As I've always said, YouTube, it's full of content. And there's plenty of talented, smart content creators that actually know what they're doing, whereas I do not. I mean, I've just rambled for 6 minutes and 4.7 seconds to be exact, and haven't really made any concrete points. Again, as a backstory, I'm from the southern region of the United States. I've traveled outside of the U.S. a couple times here and there. I'm not going to be specific on where I'm from either, and I probably won't say my name either. Did you hear that? My name. So I try my hardest not to speak with a southern drawl. I find it to be extremely obnoxious and embarrassing. I always have my whole life. However, the rest of my family, literally everyone in my family, has a very thick southern drawl. So I try my hardest to stay away from a southern drawl. Sometimes I slip back into it, as you heard, but I try to avoid it at all costs. So I just hope all of this idiocracy that I'm putting out on there on the internet, on YouTube, I hope it just distracts people. I hope it just makes somebody laugh. I very much so draw inspiration from Adult Swim, all those tiny, weird shows like Check It Out with Dr. Steve Brule, the Eric Andre Show. I love absurdism. Absurdism, if you ask me, is one of the funniest things if you do it right. And I think it might be even the future of comedy. If you haven't checked out the Eric Andre Show or Check It Out with Dr. Steve Brule, Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job. I strongly suggest you check them out. Now, they are weird, extremely weird. I'm not going to deny that at all. It's called absurdism for a reason, but it's great content. Anyways, I am going to get off of here. I'm going to stop rambling now. Actually, there's one more thing I wanted to say before that. Again, back to the world being in chaos. Yes, the world is in chaos. Yes, we have issues with COVID-19. And And there's more important things going on in the world right now than my dumbass YouTube channel, such as the Black Lives Matter movement, which, yes, I'm in full support of. There needs to be change in the system. There's huge issues of systematic racism. And I think it would be best if we could vote this coming election to get a certain individual placed out of office so we can get some progressive change in our country. I believe the current leader we have is all for violence, hatred, and racism. And I think he's driving a wedge between the people of our country opposed to helping mend it. So we need a leader. We need someone who's compassionate and understanding, yet firm. We don't need someone who's brash and violent and talks a big game on social media. As a matter of fact, I don't think a leader of a nation should have a Twitter that millions of people trash on and talk to them on the daily. I think it's very unprofessional and immature. I don't think any president or leader of a country should be on social media. It's kind of weird. But I digress. Yes, the world is in a state of array. The world is in great need of healing. I don't have a very big voice, but I feel as though any voice should be heard. So, anyway, I don't like to be serious, and I almost contemplated not even mentioning it. However, it is a very, very serious and very in need of discussion topic. So I am fully for peaceful protests, and people are hurting, and that needs to be recognized. And I felt it very important that video, that needed to be said. I may have a very small voice, but it needed to be heard. All right, I digress. That is the only serious thing that's ever going to be talked about on this channel. From now on, I'm just going to, go back to being a weird dingus. So yeah, you guys have a wonderful evening, day, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are watching this dumbass video. And I'll try and make funny shit for you guys to enjoy and laugh at. All right, have a good day.